Hey there, Melissa with Atlas CFO, and today we're talking about the 5 stages of contractor business growth. This is something that we've been studying for over 30 years, and I hate to say that, 30 years, gosh, but we're excited to share it and to talk to you about where your stage is. So we started to notice that there were some patterns in the growth of commercial construction companies. They tended to grow kind of in starts and then build the business up underneath those revenue growths. And we recognized that there were patterns in that growth with the way the business grew. Some of the stages are easier than others, but they're all good. They all have a wonderful component to them that is rewarding. And then there are also areas that are just kind of the struggle that goes along with that stage. There's just natural sticking points as you are growing a business. And we wanted to be able to provide a tool so you could see where you were, what you would be struggling with, and then what you can do for solutions to move it forward. There are 5 stages that we identified: emerging, growth, established, advancing, and best in class. Just because one is got a different name than the other one doesn't mean that they are not all just as important. And although any contractor can be best in class, there's a version of best in class. They tend to be very large and they have so many resources and so many things in place that they really deserve their own criteria for best in class. I'm going to break down each one so that you can kind of think about where you might fall. And also, it's going to be easier if you just take the quiz, but this will give you an idea. The emerging contractor is one that is really reliant upon the CEO of the company, the founder of the company. The founder of the company wears many hats in the emerging contractor, and they are really being recognized for providing excellent work, quality work, and it can feel overwhelming because so much is reliant upon the owner. So there's all this good. All this good is happening at this stage. And at the same time, it can feel like it's a little overwhelming because so much is all landing on the owner to do. Our second stage is a growing contractor. This is probably one of the most exciting stages. And you see a contractor growing from a contractor that is just relying on the owner to getting a team in place and really growing the revenue to support that team. This is exciting because we're seeing processes and systems get put into place, and there is an increasing less reliance upon the owner and more reliance upon the team. However, this stage tends to be delicate because we have to have the right amount of revenue and the right amount of team to make it work, which can create some inconsistencies in net income. Our third stage is the established. This stage is like the exhale. You've got the team in place, you've got processes in place, things are working, you've got a steady revenue, it feels very consistent. Sometimes people say there might be a little bored at this level. This is also a hard stage to be in just because we'll find that the owners want to grow, want more, they want to kind of mix it up a bit. However, this stage is so wonderful because it gives you the ability to take a breath and decide where you want to go next. Our fourth stage is the advancing stage. This is very similar to our last growth phase, which is the growing contractor, but this company grows a little different. They've already got the standard procedures and processes in place. They've got a team in place. They've been making money for a while. This is a very exciting time. It's a period of growth. It can be very fast-paced for the organization. And there's a whole bunch of streamlining that happens during this phase. You've got a lot of looking at software. How do they integrate together? What is the best way to make everything work together more seamlessly? This is also the stage where you really need some forward-looking information instead of just the historical look, because you're so geared for this growth and you want to make sure that you retain that profitability as you grow. Our owners at this stage are thinking about big financial decisions. Should I buy this piece of equipment? Should I invest in this new thing for our employee group? So a lot of the decisions have gotten bigger and they have a bigger impact. So the fun part is all of the growth, and the scary part is all of the growth that goes along with it. And finally, our best-in-class contractors. these are just such neat companies where you can see that they've got everything in place to allow them to have a very comfortable company, a stellar company. And you can have a best-in-class company at any size, but many times these companies are larger, they have a lot of resources in place, and they're kind of constantly being recognized. You know this company. They're constantly being recognized for awards and safety awards and leadership awards. They've just been working at it so long that it just feels like a flow. But even in the best in class, there are struggles. And I gotta tell you, this is actually one of the hardest sections to be in because it's hard to keep everybody moving at that same level. Many of our owners at this stage are thinking about how can I have succession for the next generation? How do I keep my employees engaged and retained? And then how do I look at other business opportunities and marry it against how the business is doing? You can see that each of these is very fun, exciting, and rewarding, and it gives you some information on where you can go next. Whenever you take the quiz, you will get your strengths, struggles, and solutions. It will be delivered to your inbox. And if you're interested in taking a quiz to see where you land, you can either click the description below or go to our website. There is a menu button at the top. You can click that. Takes you 5 minutes. Results in your email. Check your junk box. Thanks for spending time with me today. It's always fun, and I hope to see you soon.